Hey guys, welcome to my Father's Day video. In this one, we're going to be heading up to a campus of 14 museums. And there's a car museum, truck museum, vintage equipment, fire trucks, the whole deal. I'll give you guys a little bit of a tour, a little overview. It's definitely worth the trip. I think you guys will enjoy it. Let's get into it. Real quick before we get started, I know that my dad watches all of my videos. I've caught on that he watches all of my videos, and I was thinking about being a father myself, and it's an interesting thing what we gain from our fathers. Some of it good for us if we're lucky, some of it bad for us if we're unlucky. We when we make that journey into becoming parents, sometimes we take things that happen to us that weren't so good and we do things better. And sometimes we take things that were great and we try to grow on that. I was really blessed. I had a great childhood. At a young age, my father retired, and he was a stay-at-home parent. And it's interesting that just through happenstances, I've ended up being a stay-at-home parent for our kids as well. And I really reflect on that a lot. I take a lot of time and think about things that my dad did. And as hard as it is sometimes, I try to think about things that I could do better. I don't know that I can. I don't know that I can. I had a really blessed childhood. I had two great parents, and I had a dad that really did a good job for myself and for my brother. And I try really hard to be as good a father as my dad was and is. But anyway, I just wanted to say Happy Father's Day, Dad. I know you'll probably see this late, but you're coming over for dinner tonight, and I look forward to it, and I love you. Thank you. All right. Enough of that crap. Let's get to the museums. Well, guys, we made it to the museum complex here. There are 14 museums in the complex, including the Oregon Fire Service Museum, Caterpillar Museum, and the Northwest Car and Motorcycle Museum, which is our main focus today. So let's get into it and go check them out. One thing I'll say about this museum is it had a lot of really neat stuff for kids, from Hot Wheels cars in the gift shop to a speedster you could sit on, a little car ride. It was really neat, and the staff there's really nice. They're really friendly. Uh, Definitely can't recommend enough. All right. I got. Yep. Hold back.
Hold back?
Yep. Looks like I won. Now, this room had some really neat displays. Had just a whole lot of really cool, mannequins and stuff set up, and quite a few wood-built cars. I mean, like, Woodies. I've always been so blown away by Woodies. I mean, they just have such neat style, and they're unique, and they're incredibly detailed. Such a cool era that sadly went away too soon. Now, this is a really neat program that they do where they teach kids how to build a speedster. I may donate some parts to this. I actually talked to a couple of the curators about it, and I think it's a really neat cause. Love to be a part of it. This bus was just super cool to me. My grandmother was born in 1909, my father's mother. It's just wild to me that, like, she didn't ride on this bus, but her at 10 years old, like, this would have been a brand new school bus. She could have ridden on it, like the idea of someone her age having ridden on it. It's crazy. I love that these things stick around and have been preserved. It's really an incredible piece of history. Next, we made our way over to the Fire Museum. This appeared to be still under construction or maybe under current renovations. Had some really neat trucks, but the upstairs was roped off, the back area was roped off, and they had a lot of trucks outside around back. I'll get some video of them. Trucks from all over, though, in all different vintages. Really, really pretty neat. I mean, I think every kid loves fire trucks, growing up. They're beautiful. So I know my kids do. So it was definitely worth stopping. And the next stop in the whole complex of museums. This rig was just beautiful. Cannot imagine the amount of time it must take to polish this. I'm guessing they pressurized water in the tank. I don't know if it's steam or if it's just pressurized water for like a tank truck, a real early tank truck. But really, really beautiful. It's just amazing these things used to put out fires. Now, this museum had a ton of stuff for sale. Like, they had some of the fire hoses for sale, not all of them. They had a bunch of really neat stickers and shirts and all kinds of stuff. Little fire trucks, little toy fire trucks for the kids. Really neat. Here's some of those trucks I was talking about that were around back. Almost like they're doing a rebuild or a remodel or something. I'm not really sure. Now we get to the trucking museum. Now, this museum was massive. It had everything from semi trucks to this little yellow thing here was like used in parades or something. It was real small scale, but small scale creation of a full size semi truck, and then tractor, I guess you call them, Freightliner. But they had tons of stuff from all different years, and it ranges from like big tractor trailer setups all the way down to real early stuff from the teens. So really neat. I don't know about you guys, but for me, the way this country has boomed and the way it moved its freight as it grew, and the things that got hauled on some of these trucks, it's just, I don't know. I guess I'm a little sentimental. This 1917 Maxwell was really neat. Just constructed so much out of wood. And if you think about the era, again, the teens produce truck, just, I don't know. You just see guys going out and wives going picking up fruit and vegetable from trucks like that. Came in from the farms. This one's really neat. This truck got exported to Spain and then was fit with this wooden hearse body. Really cool, really ornate, really just incredible to see in person. It's just not something that I expected to see here. Now, there's not a whole lot of explanation on this one. I don't really know what we're looking at, but I realize that this is a marine flathead, and I think it's mid-30s. It has all marine stuff. It kind of looks like it's on the back of a boat here, so somebody made like a display, I guess, with a marine 21 stud flathead. I don't know. They didn't have any signage that really explained it. Now this one's kind of cool because it's a 1925 Dodge. Now for those of you that follow the channel, you know that we have a 25, well, we have a Roadster that the cowl to the B-pillars is 25 Dodge. They also had this really neat display that kind of reminds me of the home shop. He's working on a 24 stud flathead like we are. He's got a brake riveting machine like I have. He's got a walker floor lift like I've got, floor jack. Kind of reminiscent of back home a little bit. I thought this truck here, this Oshkosh, was absolutely killer. I mean, just huge. You really see somebody pushing some snowbanks around with that thing. Really neat. Here they had a little Texaco gas station put together. And obviously they used this building to work on some of the vehicles too. They had some old cars inside. But just a neat little, just another little display in the whole park. It was, I got a bus depot sign up there. Just really neat. The whole place is a very immersive experience. And I'd say it's definitely worth taking a trip to go visit. Sally and I got to go on a little battery-powered train ride, too. It was a real hoot. We really got a kick out of it. We went a whole mile on this little tiny train. And my lower back definitely felt that when it was said and done.
Oh, that's what's grace.
As promised, I have a little surprise for you guys at the end. I loaded up the body for the Roadster and it followed me back home. And not being a very patient person, I went ahead and put it back on the frame by myself. And I got cooking on setting stuff like the brake pedal and the steering column and a bunch of other stuff. So I included a little video clip here of me putting the body on. And we're going to be really chugging on that Roadster. I got a bunch of stuff done, and soon the body will be coming back off so we can finish boxing the front of the frame, put the final mounting points up for the brake master cylinder, brake pedal, steering box, all of that. We got a really neat 39 Olds. I think it's a Saginaw box. It's going in it. And yeah, it's really coming together. This thing's going to be running and driving before you know it. But hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoy this last little bonus clip, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Please like, share, and subscribe. You guys are awesome. Really appreciate all of you. Thank you. Happy Father's Day, even if it's a little late.